Before cigarettes existed, humans were already playing with smoke. But why did our ancestors breathe in smoke? The answer goes back hundreds of thousands of years. Fire was humanity's first great discovery. Fire gave warmth, protection, and cooked food. But fire created something else: smoke. Smoke changed the way humans interacted with nature. Early humans noticed smoke had strange effects. Some plants created stronger smells and reactions. Ancient people began experimenting. Smoke was not just an accident anymore. It became part of human culture. Smoke was used in rituals and traditions. For some groups, smoke meant connection. It connected humans with their beliefs. But smoking as we know it came much later. Tobacco was not part of ancient human life everywhere. It appeared thousands of years after early smoke use. The first humans were not chasing cigarettes. They were discovering the power of plants and fire. Smoke helped shape human history. It influenced survival, culture, and traditions. Humans learned to control fire. Then they learned to control smoke. This small discovery changed human behavior forever. From ancient caves to modern cities, smoke followed humans through history. But the story of smoking is complicated. It began with curiosity, not with modern habits. Ancient humans changed the world with simple discoveries, and smoke was one of them. But the real history is stranger than most people think, because humans discovered smoke long before cigarettes existed. And this is where the story of human smoking begins. Fire gave humans power, but smoke gave them a mystery. Ancient humans started noticing something unusual. Different plants created different kinds of smoke. Some smoke smelled sweet, others were strong and strange. Humans began testing the natural world around them. This curiosity helped create new traditions. Smoke became part of ceremonies and important moments. For many cultures, smoke had a deeper meaning. It was seen as a connection between humans and nature. But early smoke use was not the same as modern smoking. Ancient people used smoke for many different reasons. Some used it for rituals. Some used it to preserve food. Smoke helped humans survive harsh environments. It protected food and changed how humans live. Over time, humans became experts with fire. They learned which materials burned better. They learned how smoke moved. Fire became a tool of intelligence, and smoke became a symbol of human creativity. But the biggest change came much later, thousands of years after the first fires. Humans discovered new plants with powerful effects. One plant would eventually change history. That plant was tobacco. But tobacco was discovered far later than fire. The story of smoking was slowly changing, from survival smoke to cultural tradition. Human curiosity created a completely new habit. But this was only the beginning. The journey of smoke was just getting started. From ancient caves to future civilizations, smoke would follow humanity for thousands of years. But the real story had only begun, because the next chapter would change everything. Thousands of years later, humans discovered a new way to use smoke. Smoke was no longer only about survival. It became part of human culture. Different civilizations created different smoking traditions. Some smoke was used during important ceremonies. People believed smoke carried messages to the unseen world. Smoke became a symbol of connection. But humans were still learning about plants. Nature was full of hidden chemicals. Some plants changed how people felt. These discoveries changed human behavior. But tobacco was still thousands of years away. The first tobacco users appeared much later. In the Americas, humans discovered tobacco plants. They found new ways to use this powerful plant. Tobacco became connected with rituals and traditions. Smoke had become more than a tool. It became a human habit over time. Smoking spread across different cultures. Trade helped these traditions travel. Smoke traveled across continents, but humans did not know the future consequences. For thousands of years, smoke was seen differently. It was connected with culture, medicine, and beliefs. Then the modern world changed everything. Smoking transformed into something completely different. A survival discovery became a global habit. But the story of smoke began long before modern times. It started with curiosity. It started with fire, and it changed human history forever. Every cloud of smoke carried a story of survival, belief, and discovery. But the biggest change was still coming, because humans were about to enter the age of modern smoking. Modern smoking did not begin in ancient caves. It began after humans discovered new ways to use tobacco. Thousands of years ago, tobacco was unknown to most of the world. But in the Americas, people had already discovered its effect. Tobacco became part of ceremonies and traditions. Smoke was respected and used carefully. Then, explorers carried tobacco to new parts of the world. Suddenly, tobacco became a global discovery. But people did not understand the risks. For centuries, smoking was seen as normal. Many believed smoke had special powers. Some even believed it could help health. But science would eventually reveal a different story. Humans began studying what smoke actually does. They discovered that not every ancient habit was harmless. The same curiosity that created smoking also helped humans understand it. Fire gave humans power. Plants gave humans discoveries. But knowledge changed how humans viewed them. The history of smoking is a history of human curiosity. From ancient fires to modern cities, from survival smoke to cultural habits, smoke followed humans for thousands of years. But humans also learned from their discoveries. Every every invention came with consequences. The story of smoking shows both human creativity and mistakes. We explored nature, we changed nature, and nature changed us. The first smoke from ancient fires started a journey that would last thousands of years. Today we can look back and understand that journey, because understanding history helps us understand ourselves. Smoke was never just smoke, it was a small discovery that revealed the endless curiosity of humanity. The story of smoke began with one simple human question: what happens if we try? That curiosity separated humans from every other animal. We did not just survive nature, we experimented with it. Smoke became one of humanity's oldest discoveries. At first, smoke was about survival. Then, it became about culture. Then, it became a habit. Thousands of years of human history were hidden inside every cloud of smoke. Ancient humans never knew where this discovery would lead, but humans always searched for new experiences. Plants became medicine, tools and traditions. Fire became warmth, protection and discovery. Together, fire and plants changed human civilization. Smoke was one small step in a much bigger human journey. From the first campfire to modern technology, every generation added something new. Humans learned, changed and adapted. But our relationship with smoke was never simple. It showed both our intelligence and our mistakes. Humans have always searched for answers. Sometimes, those answers changed the world. Sometimes, they created new challenges. But curiosity always pushed humanity forward. The first smoke was not the end of a story. It was the beginning of a 1,000-year journey, a journey created by human imagination. From caves to civilizations, from survival to tradition, smoke followed humans through every age, and it remains one of history's strangest discoveries. A discovery born from fire and curiosity, a discovery that reveals what makes humans different. We explore, we learn, we change, and every discovery leaves a mark on history, because the story of smoke is really the story of humanity itself. Human history is a story of discovery. Some discoveries helped us survive, some discoveries changed our culture. Smoke was one of those discoveries. It started with a simple flame. That flame created smoke. That smoke created questions, and questions created experiments. Humans have always searched for new possibilities. That curiosity built our civilization. Smoke was used in rituals and traditions. It became part of human stories. Later, tobacco changed the meaning of smoking. A local tradition became a worldwide habit. But humans slowly learned more about its effects. Science revealed what ancient people could not know. Every discovery has a story. Every habit has a beginning. The beginning of smoking was not a cigarette. It was fire, plants and human curiosity. Thousands of years ago, humans changed the world. Not because we were the strongest, but because we were curious. We discovered fire, we discovered smoke, and we discovered new ways to interact with nature. That journey continues even today, because humans never stopped exploring. Every discovery teaches us something. Every mistake becomes a lesson. The history of smoking is the history of human curiosity, a story that began with ancient flames, a story that traveled across the planet, a story that shows what makes humans unique, because the first smoke was not just a cloud in the air, it was a sign of human imagination.